Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, where to my brethren all around the world watch this video. Hope you're having a great day today. As you're tuning in, make sure you do yourself a damn favor and hit the subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. Now, let's get into it. Interesting stuff coming from Terence Crawford in regards to Mikey Garcia. We are currently, as it stands, it's February the 19th, 12:31 p.m. So we're less than a month away from Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence, the big pay-per-view fight at Cowboy Stadium, obviously on True School Sports. As the fight gets closer, we'll be covering that more. So obviously stay tuned for all that, for all your Garcia-Spence coverage, because those are two guys that I've covered very heavily on this channel. But in regards to Mikey Garcia, Terence Crawford, not Terence Crawford. Mikey Garcia was asked about Terence Crawford. And he had quite a lot to say about Terence Crawford in the build-up to this fight for Errol Spence, because Terence Crawford has joined the welterweight division. He is one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in boxing. And like most of the other PBC guys, they're all unified and pretty much slandering this guy altogether. So here's what Mikey Garcia said about Terence Crawford. Just as his, here's what he said when asked about him. He said this. He said, I quote, "I think Errol Spence is number one, and that's why I chose to go after him. If I want to establish myself as the best, then I've got to beat the best. That's what I've done in every division I've been at. I'm doing what no one else is doing because I want to establish myself as one of the best in my generation. They're all good, talented fighters and have been champions. Crawford has been champion in multiple divisions, but he doesn't have the names behind him to back it up. When he's fighting contenders and former champions, it's good to have a certain name, but you can't fool the people. Let's be honest. Fighting Amir Khan is a good name, a good selling fight, but Khan hasn't been champion since 2011. He's been stopped several times, and he's not in his prime. He's definitely not in his prime. So fighting guys like him, or even the fight against Jose Benavidez that he had, it was a good fight. They built that really well, but not a current champion or a former interim champion at a lower weight class and had a hurt leg. You can't give him credit. Terence Crawford is a terrific fighter, but without the names or the right opponents, you can't be building that legacy. Well, I'm going after the best. I'm doing it. I'm not just saying I'm the best. I'm proving it to everybody." End quote. So Mikey Garcia, obviously, I'm gonna be fair because it's no secret that I am not the biggest Mikey Garcia fan in the world. He makes some valid points here. Now, it's no secret. I've been saying that I think Terence Crawford and Amir Khan is not a competitive fight whatsoever. Crawford is gonna do him in 6 rounds or less. If he puts his foot on the gas, he should be getting Khan out of there in 6 rounds or less, because Khan is not on that level, and he hasn't been champion since 2011. He's been stopped. He's been dropped by subpar opposition, and he just hasn't grown much as a fighter over the last couple of years. So with that being said, I agree with him on that. Where I don't agree with him is where he talks about himself, and he talks about how he's always fought the best and how he's done this and he has done that. But particularly in recent memory, when we talk about Mikey Garcia, look at his comeback. We're just gonna look at his comeback, right? So in his comeback, he's fought, the likes of Dejan Zalatikin, who won a vacant belt against a Bolivian police officer on Showbox, had no title defenses, and got KO'd by Roberto Ramirez a couple fights later. Then he goes and he fights Sergey Lipin. It's a guy that went life and death with Akiri Kondo for a vacant belt. He also had no title defenses. Got outboxed by Eric Bonet, in his next fight. But, the argument can be made that he even got saved by the judges, right? Then he fought Robert Easter Jr., who was outboxed by Javier Fortuna early in the year. He got saved by the judges. He also got saved by the judges in both the Shafikov and Comey fights, and he was not a recognized, top-level lightweight in the eyes of most boxing fans. You see what I'm saying? So he hasn't fought the creme de la creme either, even though he wants to talk it up like that. So that's where I go wrong with Mikey Garcia. Now Crawford responded in a very mighty way to Mikey Garcia. And he stated something interesting, because I've said this before in my videos where I went off Mikey Garcia. So here's what Terence Crawford tweeted to Mikey Garcia in regards to what he said about Terence Crawford. He said, I quote, "LOL, Mike Garcia, stop it. Don't do that to yourself. We all know about the great fighters you fought. I'm just going to let you focus on your fight. Just don't quit like you did against Orlando Salido. I'll be watching." End quote. Now, Terence Crawford, he's talking. What he's referring to, for those of you who don't know, Mikey Garcia had a fight against Orlando Salido in which he won a technical decision. The fight was stopped due to head clashes. Garcia was up in the cards. Many people believe that as Salido began to put the pressure on Garcia, Garcia folded. He quit. He looked for the easy way out when the head clashes came, and he got the benefit of the doubt in that fight. I am someone who many times has stated this, that I believe, because I watched the fight quite a few times. I believe myself that Mikey Garcia quit in that fight. And that was the fight. That's the one fight I always use and say, look, Mikey Garcia is a talented fighter. I've often referred to Mikey Garcia as the James Harden of boxing. A guy with so much natural talent, so much natural skill, so many things that just come naturally to him that he can do in his sleep, but he don't quite have that fire in his belly to be great. And, fair play to him. This is a fight against Spence where the odds are stacked against him. He's getting paid very nicely. He's in a big fight. If he wins this fight, he can change my perception of him. But until then, I will continue to call him the James Harden of boxing, because I look at him as just that, the James Harden of boxing. A guy with all the natural talent, but lacks the fire and desire to truly fulfill his complete potential. Much like James Harden in basketball, the guy just don't play defense. So, but he's arguably he's one of the most gifted offensive basketball players of the last 25 years. So, it is what it is. Mikey Garcia, look, there will be no confusion on True School Sports here about what I believe will happen in that fight. He is going to get thoroughly ironed out by Errol Spence Jr. on March 16th. And I know he's been doing his sit-ups and he's doing his push-ups and he's leaning out and he's on the snack program. But just if you look at the way these guys are approaching this fight, right? I try not to put as much stock into what fighters do in training camp. But if you just look at the way both these guys are approaching their training camps, you got Errol Spence, who is not filming himself in the gym like he'll do sometimes. He's not having media in the gym. He is focused on this fight because he knows that if he goes out there and he irons out Mikey Garcia, takes that O from him in Cowboy Stadium in a big pay-per-view fight, that it could be a launching pad to him becoming one of the biggest stars in American boxing and boxing at large. Okay? Mikey Garcia, on the other hand, he's doing sit-ups with Cynthia Conte at the snack gym, and they're filming it, and it's all a game and it's all a joke to him. But it ain't gonna be no joke come March 16th when Errol Spence starts planting them feet and ironing them out with them body shots. So, look, man, Terence Crawford hasn't fought the creme de la creme of the division yet, but at the same time, Terence Crawford has not been offered the opportunity to fight the creme de la creme of the division. I mean, thus far, he's fought Jeff Horn, who I don't think he's not the best fighter in the world, but I don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be. Jeff Horn was a game opponent against Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Horn, for better or for worse, he's not as highly rated as Jesse Vargas, but he gave a better account of himself against Manny Pacquiao than Jesse Vargas did. He did. His fight with Manny Pacquiao was much more competitive than when Manny fought Jesse Vargas, but people talk about that. But Jesse Vargas is still regarded as a highly rated fighter, more higher than Jeff Horn. And the guy was a former Olympian. He for better or for worse, he stopped Anthony Medina's last fight. Jeff Horn is not the creme de la creme of the division, but he's someone that gave a great account of himself against one of the best fighters in the division, Manny Pacquiao. And that's the one guy he fought. He made it look easy. He made the guy look like what many people thought he was, a C-class fighter. And now he's fighting a guy in Amir Khan who has a name, who obviously isn't the Amir Khan of 2011, but it's still an upgrade. It's a step up at welterweight, and it's what is on the table right now for him because all the PBC guys had fights lined up. Thurman just fought Josecito Lopez. Pacquiao just fought Broner. When Porter's fighting Ugas on March the 9th, so it's not like Crawford had a lot of options and they aren't exactly jumping up to fight because, again, why would you jump up to fight Crawford if the money wasn't right? This is a guy who is very dangerous. He's a lot stronger at weight. He can box brilliantly out of both stances. Boxer, puncher, counter puncher, good jab from both sides. His inside fight game is improving on a fight-by-fight basis. Okay, so look, Mikey, credit to you fighting Errol Spence. It's strictly a money grab. There's no way in hell you're winning this fight. And I'm on record and say that right now. And if he wins, I'll come on here and say I was wrong. But I'm telling you right now, there's absolutely, positively no chance in hell that Mikey Garcia is beating Errol Spence Jr. and that might sound disrespectful. And you know what? Take it if it is disrespectful because he don't have that. He's a good fighter, but he ain't that kind of fighter. He ain't the kind of fighter that's gonna go up to a weight class he has never fought at, fight the number one guy there, who is significantly bigger than him. I would even argue, and this might even sound crazy to some of you guys out there, I would even argue that Errol Spence Jr. is more skilled than Mikey Garcia. And yeah, I'll say it. He's more skilled than Mikey Garcia because, and we can get into that in another video. I think I might do that for another video, you know, why Errol Spence is more skilled than Mikey Garcia. And I'll break that shit down for you guys very simply because I think Errol Spence Jr. doesn't get the credit he deserves as a skillful boxer. But that's a discussion for another day. You quit in a still fight. You're fighting a guy who is stronger than Salido, who throws better body shots than Salido. So I'm with Terence on this. When he starts cutting that distance down on you and walking you down, and he plants those feet, and he stops you, and he starts hitting you with the body shots, do not quit, Mikey. But other than that, I'm hoping for a great fight. I want you to prove me wrong. I want boxing to win. I want boxing to have a great fight. I want people to do well. I want Cowboy Stadium to be electric because, you know, you have put in the work. You have gotten to yourself to be at the stage in boxing. I just wish you fought better opponents recently, but you're fighting someone on Errol Spence, who I can't complain about, and you got more balls than some welterweights, so I'll give you credit. But now it's up to you, Mikey, to deliver. And as for Terence Crawford, he'll get his fights when the time is right. But, you know, April 20th, he's going to do his job against Amir Khan. He'll iron him out in 6 rounds or less. No doubt about it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Terence Crawford pretty much says that he hopes Mikey Garcia doesn't quit in the Spence fight like he did in the Salido fight. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, like I say in every single one of these videos. You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding. So until next time, take care, guys.